Okay, I feel like I have to be louder now because the microphone's over there. VSC. VSC. VSC.
Welcome to the most dangerous show of the week, the virtual shopping channel.
Hello. Oh, I never got a cowl on. Oh well.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be warm today, people.
Heavens.
Heavens. Heavens to Betsy. This is not the one I wanted to wear, but it's here. Look, I'm wearing a cowl. Yay. Nothing, in no way, shape, or form related to what we're talking about today, but whatever. Okay. Hi. Welcome. Look, we were matching. Again, this is our afternoon. It used to be our afternoon shopping appointment. Masks, right? They're little sheep that are knitting. They're one of my favorite masks that we have.
Love them.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we have one appointment this afternoon so far. That always changes. So, before I get too far into everything crazy,
sit up so I'm
why?
not looking, because I like when I look.
What if I hunch myself too?
I told you I'm working on my Igor hunch. So when you're like, "Hey, Liz, do this," yes.
Oh no. Hi, welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The VSC edition.
I bet they even heard that this time.
I bet they did.
I thought back and I'm like, we should rename yesterday's episode Our Microphone Finally Works. We got lots of positive feedback. Thank you so much. And so sorry. Oh, I just saw the shawl I wanted to wear. I hung it up.
What?
Crazy, right? Look, it's right there.
Which?
The lightweight hipster in the pocket watch.
Oh yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it.
It was actually where it was supposed to be. That's not a thing.
We've realized how tired we are recently. And once you realize and admit that you're really, really tired, it's hard to not be tired anymore. So this is going to be fun. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in sunny and going to be in the mid-70s today, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
It's going to be a nice day.
It's
too many people in town.
Now that we've admitted we're tired, it's like one of those junior high or middle school spend the nights at like 2:30 in the morning where
it gets giggly. I was laughing at something.
And occasionally somebody snaps because they're tired, but then we all start laughing again. Like
that was yesterday a lot.
All day. I think there was mention of, are we going to be friends after today?
Or just the mention of, are we finally going to get on each other's nerves enough for it to show? Because I think we keep it under wraps. If we do, most of the time, we don't really, but if we do, we don't let each other know. Yeah.
Generally,
I think I laughed.
Phone rings or customers come up,
and then we can redirect our attention.
Yeah.
And the annoyance we feel. No, I'm kidding. Partially. So,
middle school sleepover.
I started laughing at something last night, I think that Brian said, and I couldn't stop. I was really tired. Yeah. Okay. So yay, the microphone works. And excuse me.
Oddly enough, it's worked the entire time. We just didn't click the right button.
Yeah, it's a wonderful microphone. You should get it. We got so many, like I was just saying before, we got so many compliments on yesterday's video because I mentioned we finally made it work. And people went, yes, I can hear you now. I'm sorry you had to jack your volume way up. And we didn't know. Like, you probably were like, what?
Everybody was so polite and nice. They were
know.
like, oh, you got a new microphone. Yay, it sounds fantastic. And nobody said anything.
I think if anything, we all psychologically tried to convince ourselves that the sound was better. But I assumed because, and I think I said this yesterday, I assumed because the computer, when you plug this thing in, the computer says, aha, this is the microphone you're using, that Zoom would do the same thing. Just so you know, out there in Zoom land, if you use Zoom, it doesn't. It assumes you want to use the computer unless you go in and pick it. You can also pick a setting apparently that use the same thing that your system is using. That might have worked. That might have actually, when this is lit up red, have used this on Zoom. And I didn't know. I'm somewhat tech savvy, but not the most tech savvy. So I didn't know I had to go in and fiddle with settings once I bought this beautiful microphone. So Snowball, I think it's on the cheaper end of fancy microphones, and the more affordable, let's use the nice language, of the fancy microphones. That's what we could invest in when the world fell apart. And now we're finally using it correctly. So if anyone wants to help us invest in really nice lighting, then it will be a perfect, complete picture.
I don't know.
What about people investing in us?
No,
or
a perfect,
about
complete picture.
We're perfect just the way we are. Okay. That's not what today is supposed to be about, though. It's supposed to be about showing you awesome yarn we have in the shop that will be on sale until a week from Wednesday. And
A week from today.
Yeah, same difference. Today's Wednesday.
I know. But a week from Wednesday sounds funny.
What if someone's watching this on Thursday? We're parsing. I don't care. I'm making an argument where there doesn't need to be one. Today is April 7th. I can't believe it's April. But still the very long March that we're all stuck in. April 7th, April 14th is, well, it really, most people are not buying yarn Wednesday morning as we're filming. So you really have until the 13th. And then we're in this weird transitional phase where you may or may not be able to get this yarn on sale because we're prepping the next yarn. So, yeah, anyway, so, I'm going to say a lot today because I'm really tired. Did I mention that?
Not a thing.
I'll really try not to, but I won't succeed. So my newsletter, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, we got cotton.
Yeah. My newsletter, I talked about getting ready for warmer weather because we're hitting it somewhat. Up north, it may take a little longer, but pretending and welcoming and thinking spring thoughts and summer thoughts and yay. And so my newsletter this week, my email newsletter, I think I tried to do some cute little like cotton and bamboo and linen, oh my, but in some order like that, you know. And so we thought we would go on that vein. One thing I didn't mention in my newsletter, especially, was bamboo, because what I was talking about in the newsletter from last week on the VSC, we talked about a lot of cottons last week too, right? Or linens. We had the pollock is more linen and silk, right? I think
it's linen and silk. Yeah.
Yeah. Tired. Not that we want to harp on that. So I thought we should throw a little bamboo into the mix this week, because then I get some bamboo up online. I forget if there is any already, but we're going to talk about bamboo pop, which is really fun. And we just got some new colors and some refill colors in on. And we have so many colors, we don't have them all here because that would take too long. That would take half the day, but you can check them out online. And then we also, another yarn that I've wanted to get online and we haven't yet is this wonderful one called Belviso, which is as close as we can possibly get to a yarn we used to have a while ago from Plymouth called Nettle Grove, which was gorgeous, but had tons of plant fiber. It's almost the same fiber construction as and since I'm already starting to talk about it in depth, let's start with this, right? She's going for it. Almost the same fiber blend as Nettle Grove. I think there's like,
it's cotton and linen and nettle. Nettle Grove had silk too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It had silk as well, but it pretty much looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more yardage because I think they're 100-gram skeins instead of the little 50-gram balls. Some of the colors are the same. Some, not all. Some of the colors of Nettle Grove you'll find in the pollock now. It's weird, but it's got great texture. We have a knitter. Shout out to Tired Astrid, thank you. I'm like,
I had to run down the list of people that...
she was making a top in this pink of the Nettle Grove and ran out and came and got some Belviso, and it almost matched like perfectly. So it was awesome. Anyway, so
Nettle Grove, sorry, Belviso is 60% cotton, 28% linen, and 12% nettle fibers.
Which is another plant fiber.
Yep. It is hand wash. You get 394 yards per 100 grams. They're considering it a fingering weight, recommending a US 1 to 3 for knitting and a US B to E for crochet.
It's pretty thin. I mean, I don't know if I'd call this, well, I guess it's a fingering weight. I could push it to a sport weight potentially. There's such a nuanced range. It's not like all fingering weights are this thick and all sport weights are this thick. And so it gets a little dicey. But I want to say Nettle Grove, they might have considered a sport weight.
Yeah.
So,
I would you could play with either fingering or sport. I would, as always, push it a little bit bigger needles and bigger hooks. But it's good. The cotton and the linen are gonna fluff.
Mm-hmm.
The nettle, I think, will fluff a bit too. So
the one pattern we had
bloom.
that bloom, I like that. The one pattern we had that came with the Belviso is this lovely top, and I think I'm gonna make this. I was looking at the needle on this. It is calling for 2s and 3s, so it's made with teeny tiny needles. And gauge is 24 stitches over 4 inches, so it's pretty small, right? That's a fingering weight gauge. Like that can get, fingering weight gauges can go smaller, but for another top that I was just helping a customer yesterday buy yarn for, that was about what the gauge was. So this was made out of this color yarn, which is called Cleopatra. The Belviso, it's kind of fun. All the yarns have names of women, especially like famous women throughout history. I think all of them for the most part. And they all have kind of a stonewashed look to them. They have kind of
mottled
heathered. It's hard to find the right word for it, but there's going to be little bits of white and a color for the most part. This one's got 2 colors. Ooh, hang on. This is kind of a mossy green and white. Like this picture I thought looked pretty beigey. And then I saw it was made out of this and I was like, huh.
I think of that picture looking almost champagne-y.
Yes. And so I thought it was knit in this colorway, but no, it's knit in this. So I got some extra yarn of this. So we had it on hand so I could make one. One disclaimer I'll make about this kashi top, which look, it's, if you can see it in the picture, probably not, but it's very lacy. It's very open work. I would wear it over.
You're going to have to wear something.
She's even got, look, a little cami underneath it. It would be like a beach top, like throw it over your swimsuit, that kind of thing. It's got a really wide open neck. The one disclaimer I will make is it's got extra small up to extra large.
And that's it.
But the extra large is like 44 to 46 inch bust, which is like me. Like, and my bust is maybe a little bit bigger than my frame, although my frame is catching up, let me tell you. You don't have to agree with me.
No unexplained weight gain for either one of us.
So that is a disclaimer, is that this doesn't go super huge, in my opinion. Like, to be more size inclusive, I would want several sizes bigger than this, but know that we have this. We have 6 copies of this. One I am kind of half claiming myself right now. And I would be willing, as long as the print copies exist, to give you a free pattern if you purchase the Belviso to make this. So, and my size, if I decide to make the extra large, so like for a bust of 44 to 46 inches, the actual size, it's going to be 50 3/4 inches. Honestly, a lot of the sweaters I'm making right now have about a 50-inch bust. I could go a little slimmer on that, but it's designed to have some positive ease. That means some room in there, which for a beach top would be perfect. The largest one takes 6 of these. I think they come in bags of 6.
What is the small? The
smallest takes 3. The extra small and the small take 3 of these. The small is made for a bust 32 to 34 inches. And it's kind of weird because like the next size up is 36 to 38 inches. So if you have a bust that's 35 inches, you have to decide which way you want to go, a little snugger or a little more open, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's meaning to exclude people who are in between those 2 inches. It's just that's how they kind of size it. So between 3 to 6 hanks of this to make a top. I might make the next size down, even though it might be a little snug, because that should only use 5 of these. We'll see. But remember the offer always exists that if the color you want is out online, because right now, once we get this online and publish it in the products of the week category, you can save 15% when you enter the code product of the week. And if you go online and the color you want is we don't have enough, call the shop and or email us and we'll see what we can do. If you can pre-order it at the discount price, it's one of those, can we get it back in again? Because sometimes the yarns we advertise, they've discontinued by the time we go to reorder. And it's like, what? It's like finding your favorite color of nail polish and then you can't get it again. But even if you're saving 15%, if you buy enough and you tell us that you want to make this top, we'll throw in the pattern if we still have them in stock. And if we have a mad run on this, I'll see if I can get some more in. As long as I can get some physical copies in, free pattern included. If we run out, I can tell you how to get the pattern online. It won't be free. So anyway, all that being said, there are some lovely colors.
I didn't do our price. We are retailing them for $26.50.
$26.50 a skein. Again, lots of yardage on each skein. The Plymouth Nettle Grove was only half the size of these balls, and I think cost effectiveness, it's pretty even to what 2 balls of the Nettle Grove would have cost.
Yeah.
Liz is holding a lovely, what color is that?
Juliet.
Juliet.
It's kind of
Is
orangey,
a nice burnished orange,
burnished,
kind of. Yeah. It's a nice, like, kind of creamsicle, but not quite that bright.
It's a dulled.
Makes me think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mentioned the Cleopatra. So we had Juliet, and Cleopatra is kind of more of a mossy, soft green. The white in it really makes it subtle.
We have the darkest base they do. What's
it called?
It's Lady Macbeth, but I'm looking at the colors.
It's kind of a blue gray, like a dark blue gray.
Yeah, on nearing to charcoal.
Yeah.
For
Well, think about Lady Macbeth, like out dance
dark
spot,
and broody.
Right? It's very dark and broody. I love it. The next one up from that, this is Olivia. Is Olivia the one from Hamlet? Is that the girl from Hamlet? I can't remember. No, that was Ophelia, wasn't it?
Ophelia.
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm not sure where the name Olivia comes from. I'm sure there's some awesome Olivia. This one is more of a lighter blue gray.
So Lady Macbeth,
Olivia,
and Olivia.
Mm-hmm. Would you grab one?
Blue. It's like a sky blue.
It's a nice bright blue. That's very close to a Nettle Grove color we had. It was really lovely.
It's Beatrice.
Love it. That is Much Ado About Nothing. It's Beatrice. Mona Lisa is just a nice cream beige. There's a little bit of tonality to it, but not a whole lot. If you like a nice neutral,
that's
Mona Lisa is it.
We have Rosalind. It's pink.
And Rosalind, I want to say, it was Romeo's original love in Romeo and Juliet. And then he saw Juliet and Rosalind. Who's Rosalind? Yeah. But that pink is so pretty because it's like a deep pink, but the white chills it out a little bit, You don't, are you rejecting the lavender?
I'm not. You mentioned the name.
This is Ophelia. So we do have an Ophelia. The other one was what?
Olivia.
This is our Ophelia from Hamlet who killed herself, but she was really nice. So it's a really light lavender, and with the white, it's a nice pale lavender. It's really, really, this is a new color. This is why we were like, wait, what name? These don't even have stickers on them yet because they just came in. This one and that one.
This one's Carmela.
And I don't know. I'm sure there's someone that name came from, and I don't know who.
It is blues and greens, but it is
soft and luscious,
and yeah,
that's the only one that's got more than one color mixed with the white.
Yep.
So there's a chance that will be a little stripey when you knit it, but that could be cool. It's so soft. It's not going to be like stripes. It's going to be some soft mellow stripes of green and blue. So I would say the blue is almost the same color blue as in our brighter blue.
Yeah.
It's these two colors right here. And again, the camera and the lighting is going to pale things out just a hint, or darken things a little bit. It's kind of hard to describe, but it already feels soft in the skein. I know it's going to be nice and soft when we knit with it. I'm excited to try this color out because I don't have a lot of green tops right now. I've got the one really bright green one, but so
We've been moving towards burgundies and blues, and
I need to break out of my comfort zone, which is why I'm making that bright yellow top too. We'll keep you updated about that one. All right, so the other yarn that we're talking about today is Bamboo Pop. And Bamboo Pop is just wonderful. You want to read stats? Because
I can read.
I don't want to steal your job.
Bamboo Pop is 50% cotton and 50% bamboo.
So soft and wonderful.
You get 292 yards. Sorry, I was reading the meters. 292 yards per 100 grams.
Almost 300 yards.
They're considering it a DK, even though
I would call it a sport.
Yeah.
But they gave it a number 3, that numbering system of a DK. But what needle do they want it on? A US
4.
Okay.
Or a G hook.
But they're saying on a US 4 you might get 20 stitches to 4 inches, which is almost a worsted gauge. Gauges and everything are weird.
And it's machine washable.
We've had people, back when we first opened the shop, people came in wanting to make socks, but they didn't like wool. And they would make it out of this. It doesn't have nylon or something to extra strengthen it, but it was the best and thinnest cotton blend that we had. And I've never heard someone come back and complain about it. So
we are retailing it for $8.95.
It's a wonderful soft yarn that the bamboo gives it a little more strength than just the cotton, which might actually keep the structure of it from sagging too much, because some people talk about cotton growing. Not been my experience, but I don't work with cotton a whole ton. I wanted to show that this is something I started a year, maybe 2 years ago. I dug it out of the pit of despair because I brought a bunch of things from the pit of despair home, and I had to unearth it from the tangle of that at home to bring it in. But this is something I had started.
I remember that
with Bamboo Pop. It's called Cotton Performance. It's a Russian pattern that if you find, I'll put the link in the description. If you find Cotton Performance on Ravelry and it's a free pattern and you click on the link, it will take you to something totally in Russian. Scroll down to where it says EN for English PDF. This, everyone was like, oh, it's so pretty. It makes me want to crochet. I have 4 colors of the Bamboo Pop, some mellower colors of the Bamboo Pop in here. And now that I've unearthed it, I think I want to try to work on it, if not finish it. It's got little baubles in it, and it's got some slip stitchy patterns. And I had just hit the blue. The blue is making its appearance for the first time in there. Only 3 colors are in it so far.
I remember it was a fun crochet for you.
It was. And then it got buried in the pit of despair and life. So I'm really excited. I just feeling this. It's so squishy and soft, but not bulky. Like sometimes crochet will feel super bulky. I don't even know what what hook I was crocheting with. So I'm going to have to go home and figure that out. But maybe that's something sometime this week will be in one of my morning meditations, and I'll make some progress on this. I have these lumpy balls in here. It took like 700 yards of one color. I was looking at the math, and maybe 500 and something yards of another. So this one was almost 300 yards per. So it's going to, the red, it's going to take 2, if not 3 balls if I actually finish it. One of the colors would only take 1 ball. 2 of the colors might only take 1 ball. I'll try to bring you up to speed on that once I do a little more research. But this morning, unearthing Tuesday. This was enough. Yes, maybe. by Tuesday, I'm sure I'll have something. I mean, I've lost track of how many projects I have going, so we'll see.
And a bad influence.
But let me show you some of the colors that are in this. I mean, these are, in terms of Bamboo Pop, these are what I would call the dark and broody colors, because there's some really fun bright colors too. Like I said, we do not have all the colors out here. We have so many colors, I'm gonna have to probably group them for the photos online so you can see all the lovely colors that we have. We do not have every color they make, but we've got an awful lot. So
one of the colors is Brambles.
it's a lovely light burgundy kind of. Like, how would you describe that? Because burgundy is really dark, right? But
it's a light burgundy.
And some of these, yeah, it's luscious. Some of these have like they're almost like a 2-ply, and there's a little bit of
a hint of heather.
A hint of heather or a hint of marled color in that. And a lot of the ones I picked kind of have that. There's almost a 2-tone quality, which then just gives it color depth.
Then we have ink blue, which is the blue
ink
just
blue
started.
is the blue I just started. I actually made a little thing from Jane Austen Knits only out of the ink blue. Isn't that pretty? It's very, very pretty. It's a tealy blue. It's one of the reasons I like it.
It's a dark, broody tealy blue.
Yes.
Sage is the green
is
that
the green
you have.
It's wonderful. It's just soft. It's sage. I mean,
yeah.
It's one of the prettiest sages I think we have in the shop.
And then the gray you have is graphite.
Mm-hmm. And we just got more graphite in because
it's a it too is a heathered quality.
Sorry.
I'm just grabbing. Emerald is
a bright green.
A brighter green.
But it's not like intense bright green.
Like from far away, it doesn't look heathered, but up close, I'm looking at it and there's that heathered quality to it.
A little bit of heather in it. Yep. We're going to try to ignore the phone, which is up by the computer, but not by the microphone. So we'll see.
We have
Silken.
Silken
is a lovely light gray. It's back ordered. So whatever we have online is what we have for right now. It's wonderful. We're going through some more of the solids, and then we're going to get to the ones that are variegated and just fun.
Strawberry.
Strawberry is almost like a coral.
Yeah.
It's a pink coral. Of the more tonal or the more marled, this is called super pink.
It's super pink.
Super pink. We got a cream, right?
Cream.
I don't think they left a message.
And this one is Ocean.
Ocean, we just got some new in. A lot of these are ones we got refills or new in, so the balls are in really good shape right now. And there's a few balls in over of the older Bamboo Pop that we've had for a while that are looking a little sad, but the yarn is still wonderful. But they're hard to keep their shape. She never does this one.
Then we have fun.
Look, like this one is a fun one, but it's seen better days in terms of keeping its shape. She's got the nice one. This one is what? Bright spot. It is grays and then pink. Yay!
It has two different color grays in it.
Yeah. I think it's depending on what you do with these, they might stripe or they might just variegate. It really is hard to predict.
We have Pink Joy.
There's like 3 or 4 colors of pink and a little bit of a taupey.
Yeah, and some white.
Mm-hmm. And again, remember, there are more colors than we're showing you. We're just showing you some of the ones we find the most fun.
It's beachy keen.
Lots and lots of browns and cream. Neutral.
Beach colors.
Hey, look at that. We've got solids that, and also, can you hold up? Oh, actually, I got them right here. We have, if you want to pair a cream with one that has cream in it, or you can do it with the blue if you want a contrast that's going to pop. Right? You've already showed that one off. Okay.
This that's a new one. Is Orchid Smash.
Orchid Smash. It's got bright purple and more of an orchid purple. You know, it's got shades of purple. And then we have ones like, oh, you do yours. Go for it.
Sunsetter.
That's got really intense. I mean, that would go with the bright pink. It's got pinks and yellows and oranges and almost reddy pinks, and it's on fire. It's great. This one I love because it's soft. Blueberry Swirl. It's got like a green blue and light blue and taupe and light purple. We've got a light and dark solid purples that would go wonderfully with this. I've realized I'm showing you this and I'm like, the label's covering most of the color.
This one is Cotton Candy. It's a very almost
It's all
neutral
these
baby
pastels.
pastel.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. But it's almost got the burgundy color, but it's a pastel burgundy. So
Then we have a new bright.
that one's fun. Tribe.
It's Tribe. It is teals and bright orangey yellows.
It's like a golden yellow in there.
Blues. Like
That's just fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. We have solids that would probably go with complement any of the variegateds. If you're not sure what to pair together, we've had people buy these colors to make a striped top, which would be wonderful. If you're not sure what solids to pair with what brights, give us a call. We'll help you out with that. I will do my best to get everything up online. I will probably try to, since we have so many of these colors, I'm probably going to try putting the variegated with some solids that would go with it, right? And we'll see how that goes. That's going to be interesting today. But I'm looking forward to it. And then I'm looking forward to working on this again because it's so luscious. A lot of my crochet projects I work on them and then they go in timeout and I want to finish them, but I start like 6 more knit projects. And then those go in timeout too. So eventually I'll finish things. Maybe.
I thought about finishing something this weekend. And I was like, no, I have a dress I have to get done for next week.
She got a new dress on. It's pretty. She's wearing it.
I finished it last night.
I pinned it. You want to stand up?
I
piled the yarn so high in front of you that no one can see it. It has pretty little flowers on it.
Itty bitty roses.
Very cute. Yes, if you come to knit night, sometimes you see her work on a dress. I pulled the plug on the meeting just as she was about to start surging.
I would have turned my mute on for the surge because it's loud.
What if people wanted to hear it? I don't know.
Well, nobody wants to.
It was late at night. It was good.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that late.
I did.
Oh, I didn't have a clock anymore because I left the bedroom.
The struggle is real.
So real.
Okay, so wonderful cotton, linen, bamboo, all kinds of plant fibers are lovely because they are light and airy. They will take the like if there's a little bit of a chill in the air, they will take that out, but they will not be overheated in warmer temperatures. I'm finding right now that even the thin sweaters I'm making, I can't wear all day when it's warm out.
She puts alpaca and merino or mohair in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
because it sometimes gets cold here. When I'm running around helping customers, the sweater comes off. So I didn't even bother putting one on today. I have my Ashes and Soot cowl on today. It is wonderful. It is perfect. If it gets warmer out, even that will be too much. But so during the summer months, I'll try maybe making some summery tops and wearing them. I still don't want my winter tops to languish, so I have to try to finish those too. But I could just be wearing a lot of accessories like this are great. Winter's always coming. Accessories like this are great for in between temperatures where you don't want to have something big and heavy on. Yeah. So we'll see. Might mean I have to start some more projects.
It's not a thing.
I do enjoy it though, so it's okay. All right, we need to go. It's good to see everybody. Tomorrow is Dear Becky and Lizzie. I don't know if we have any questions right now.
I have not noticed any yet.
If someone wants to send us some for tomorrow, you should.
Email me, liz@sundragonartandfiber.com.
But it's okay if we don't get any because I have a plan. We have been getting in.
She has this plan every week. Not the same plan.
But we didn't get to it. So
plan.
We should.
And so, it's okay. Thank you for everybody that are trying to keep Dear Becky and Lizzie
and we're
active.
We're happy to talk about things you want us to talk about, but you don't have to make anything up if you don't have an idea. Because I have a plan. My plan is we have been getting in new colors of a lot of our yarns, and they don't qualify for a Wednesday because we're doing a whole yarn on sale for the week. But tomorrow we can talk about some new colors that have come in, so you know how the palette has widened. Some of them you already know about because we advertise them on Wednesday. But some of the ones that have come in recently over the past few weeks are not part of the deals. But you should know that we have more colors or we have really fun colors of certain things. So we have things we can talk about tomorrow. And if you want to send us something for a future Dear Becky and Lizzie and actually write us a letter, it's kind of fun. You can send it to Dear Becky and Lizzie, Sun Dragon Art and Fiber, 35 South Broad Street, Brevard, North Carolina, 28712. And going through the schedule of the week, Friday is another knit night. So if you didn't join us last night and want to join us on Zoom, you can do so with the shop phone number. You want to do it?
828-877-3550.
You got it. Okay. And like we said yesterday, go back and check the message. We will ask you to turn your camera on. And if you have problems with that, just let us know. We'll work with you on that. But that keeps Zoom bombers out. So this Saturday is not our virtual sit and stitch Saturday. That is a week from Saturday. April 17th, which is also local yarn store day, is the next time we'll be having a Facebook Live and Zoom event in the afternoon. More details as that gets closer. And next week, schedule resumes with seeing everything we worked on over the weekend on Tuesday. Okay, if you want to come by and shop with us, that is wonderful. If you roll up without an appointment, we will help you outside. If you want to come inside, it's really easy to make an appointment online. Please do not call us for an appointment. We will point you to the website, because when things get crazy, and they have been lately, it's much easier, believe it or not, for you to sign yourself up than to call us and have us do it.
We have had a few instances of we're trying to sign you up and somebody else swipes the appointment because they didn't call.
Yeah, I look at my schedule, like back when we set this up, we were like, well, maybe we can have the schedule on the wall and we can fill people in, but that competes with online signups. So I can say, yeah, sure, no one's coming, come at 2. And then someone will sign up for 2 before you get here, because I didn't have time to fill in the information online because someone called about something else, or someone walked up outside, or something happened and we didn't get it in. If you get it in, it's secure. And then you can see all our guidelines for coming inside, because yes, people are getting vaccinated. Yay. But that doesn't change how we run things at the shop. Part of me is like, until there's herd immunity, which is going to take a very long time, I don't know how much we're changing things here at the shop. And that's for your safety as well as ours. And I think that's probably all I need to say. Oh, you can also give us notes about what you're looking for, because right now appointments are half an hour. And you would be surprised how fast that goes by.
A half an hour when you're looking
at the whole shop.
At the whole shop goes by so fast. I joked with a lady yesterday who called to make an appointment, and I suggested signing herself up online. And I told her, I said, we can help you outside. We had a lady yesterday who
we spent an hour with her
outside for an hour looking at different yarns.
And it worked wonderfully. She couldn't have spent all that time inside.
No.
And when you come in, let me look behind us. When you come inside, it can be very overwhelming. If you tell us what you're looking for, even when you come inside, we can help you target shop specifically. We can point out the yarns that will work best for what you're looking for. Even if you're not really sure what you're looking for, we can narrow it down for you.
It's like playing one of those old timey games where, hey, you won $500 of free stuff at the store, but you have 2 minutes to go in and find it. You know, like
I was like, where is this going?
It's like going in a candy shop. Mm-hmm. You have a half hour to pick out everything you wanted.
But this. Yeah. And if we wanted to make more space for more people to come in, the flip side would be appointments might have to get shorter, and we're not there yet. So because you would be surprised at how much goes into all of it. Anyway, we should open the shop up. So we got to go. We love y'all. We miss you. Even those of you we haven't met yet. We are so close to 500 subscribers. We are at like 493 right now. That's 7 people. So if you haven't subscribed, you could be one of the 7 to get us to a sale. And if you have subscribed, you could know 1 or 2 people that will help get us to sale levels.
If you know somebody that watches us and hasn't subscribed, be like, hey, we all want a sale.
We all want a sale. So help us get to a sale. All right. Help us help you. Right? Okay. Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.